Hey everybody, welcome back again to the AD&D second edition channel. I've got a couple of dinosaurs here I wanted to compare that you could use as miniatures for your Dungeons and Dragons games, and I thought I would do this little comparison. I found this guy here on AliExpress, and I found this one here at the dollar store, and I really wanted to just kind of give you some variety of options or even a comparison here as to which one would suit you better, and we'll get down to that right about now. The first mini that we're taking a look at here, rather the first toy that we're taking a look at here, is from Baby's Center Store on AliExpress. This is a pretty great model for a dinosaur, I would say. Overall, I mean, it would fit right in, and I don't think you're going to get any better quality for the price. The amount I paid for this was $4.49, and that is completely shipped to my house. The actual product itself cost $2.74, but it was $1.75 shipping, and you might be able to find it cheaper in your area. Just that's what it costs to get it to my house, so you might even be able to get a better deal on this. Again, those dollar amounts, they're in Canadian, so it's going to be even less for you people out there in the US, so that's pretty handy for you as well. This model here also came with some paints and a paintbrush, although the paints are probably fairly useless. The paintbrush itself could be used, for odd jobs or jobs that you don't want to destroy your good brushes over, so that's pretty epic right there. As far as this mini goes and mold lines, there really isn't a whole lot on this one. I can see a couple on the feet of it, and there's one right on the neck, but I think that would file down quite nicely. There's also a small dip or whatever at the top of the miniature as well, which I don't really think you can see in the pictures, but it would just take like a couple of swipes with a file and you'd be probably pretty good to go on that. As far as this one, it's really great because if you take a look around it, there's not a section of it where it does not have detail. So sometimes in cheap toys you'll find they sort of skip out on some of the spots of it, like the bottom of it that won't have any details, but even the bottom of the feet of this particular miniature has detail on it. So this one's going to be a good one to paint, and I think for the price you probably are not going to be able to get a dinosaur miniature of this caliber. The next one that we have here comes from Dollarama, which is a chain of dollar stores in Canada. I'm not totally certain if these are elsewhere in different countries, but is definitely a Canadian chain that is everywhere. I know that there are Dollaramas everywhere in my area. There's probably about 5 of them in my city, so that's pretty good right there. I'm definitely going to be able to find one of these if you're looking for it. That being said, it's got a pretty interesting paint job on it. I would obviously repaint this, so don't get too thrown off by the fact that the other one, is completely plain. This one does have some highlighting going on it and everything like that. That being said, I'd probably repaint this. I think maybe if you just wanted to put this straight onto a base, it is pretty serviceable and it is table ready the way that it is. That being said, I can tell that the undercoating here is basically a orange plastic, so they've used orange plastic and then they've put the green and black and the white and all that on top of it. That is the way that this has been done. I would probably end up priming this whole thing up and trying to remove actually the paint that's already on it, just so I wouldn't muddy up any details on it. But it is very well detailed, and like the other one, it is detailed all around, so even underneath it is quite comparable, in fact, to the other sculpt that I was just showing you, the one from Baby Center Store. So really cool right here. I would definitely use this, and I think for the price you're not going to get much better miniature than this. All right, here you have your two options yet again, just one final shot here of both of them. Here's your Mon Toy Dollarama Dinosaur, really cool option right there. This one's the one from AliExpress, comes with the paintbrush and a little bit of paint, but those paints are probably useless and that brush is probably just as bad. I mean, you could probably use it for some dry brush or something like that. I don't know, something that you're not too worried about ruining. You don't want to ruin your good brushes. But that being said, this is a really wonderful option right here if you have a Dollarama in your area. If not, check your dollar stores anyways, because they might have something very similar to this. Wonderful sculpt, I think very detailed, and you're not going to get a mini of a dinosaur for this price point at $1.41. Definitely not. That being said, this AliExpress one is also great as well, and it's nice really to have the two options on your table. You could paint them up similarly. They could be from sort of the same family, but at the same time they're two different looking dinosaurs. Although they are very similar, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually didn't come from the same manufacturer. Just the way that they're sort of set up, the way they look, and some of the details on them are very, very similar. That being said, this one here is a wonderful option at $4 and around $4.50. So you're not going to find a mini, I think, for that price of a Dinosaur as well. So two great options. You can pair them together and use them in your campaigns. That being said, I'd also like you to check out the Tabletop Dungeoneers Discord group. It's a group of people right now that get together. We talk about different elements of crafting, DMing, getting minis on the cheap, painting up miniatures, doing things with RC cars. There's just a whole bunch of different people there, all about tabletop games, and lots of variety of people with various backgrounds in lots of different crafting and, you know, hobbyists. And that's the wonderful space for it. I've learned a lot from these people, and I think you could too. So if you're more than willing, you're more than welcome to come join us over at the Tabletop Discord group. If you go down below, you'll see the link in the description, and it's a wonderful place where you can really join in and a good sense of community there. So that being said, thank you again for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.